Hello, my darling.
Hello, my sweets.
How many times are we going to do the intro today? We're both struggling, aren't we?
It's been a week. It's been a day. It's been a day today that has. Anyway, we made it.
We made it. We've had a rough 24 hours. I mean, more so you than me, which we'll have a little bit of a chat about today. But I feel like your whole aura and vibration is just, rubbing off on me.
I'm sorry.
But we had a lovely
I thought
lunch.
about that. I was trying to make a conscious effort to not let it rub off on you, but
It happens, though,
seems as
doesn't
though
it?
it has.
It's all right. We've just had a bit of a tough 24 hours. And look, there's worse things that could happen than what's happened, So we're back. I don't know how you feel about that because you were very, very much on the fence, my darling, weren't you?
I was a little bit on the fence.
And why is that?
We got some criticism. I did. Sorry.
Off who?
I know. Someone's mum's, the 7-year-old, called me fucking, I look
Simon
like
Cowell?
Simon Cowell. Hey, mummy, why is Simon Cowell on the TV?
They were like, who's that? Is that Simon Cowell?
Fucking hell. So that's why I'm trying to just zhuzh it up a little bit.
But you now look like Donald Duck with that hat on. Like, that looks like a duck of a beak of a
Oh,
duck.
thanks, babe.
That hat.
Good to have your support.
So he wears
repping merch, all right?
He wears these like bucket hats for anyone who's
For
not
sun
watching.
protection, because you're always on to me about, not wearing sunscreen and I burn and...
Yeah, it's not good for you. It ages you. And, from the comments we've had so far, we need to preserve our ages. More so yours. Anyway, so he's got a bucket hat on and he's got a little bucket hat on and he would like to wear this every time, I think, just to keep him warm, keep his brain going. And he's got his headphones over the top, so it looks like a beak on the top of his head. It's not a great look.
Same thing as a cap, as a peak.
Would you wear a cap that was curved around your eyeballs like
No,
that,
but I'm
down to
saying
your
once-
cheekbones?
When you've got the headphones on and it looks like a peak now, doesn't it? And what's the difference?
Oh, anyway, yeah, we've had a busy old 24 hours, and I guess we had a really good. To be fair to us, we had lovely responses. We had literally over 4.5, nearly 5,000 people listen to our first ep. Belter.
I know. Us two peanuts just sitting here talking shite.
To our
as you say.
surprise.
Yeah, lots of lovely comments. Lots of my mates said they loved it, so get in.
That's good. I listened to it about 4 times and I just kept laughing. I could
Listen
not.
to yourself.
Yes, I always laugh at myself, don't I?
Seriously? Yeah, I know you do.
But I just couldn't stop laughing at the Adelaide thing and how funny it was when you lost your suit. I just can't get over that. So
We're back
this
on the
is
intro.
Tea and
Timtams. I do want to say something funny though about what everyone's just seen. You that little thumb.
oh yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
the picture of
Little
us.
T
doing-
Timtams thing. Yeah. I come down and I show you and you go, oh, babe, we can't have. You're wigging out, having a proper wig out, and you're like, we can't have the logo in there of
The
Timtams,
Tim Tam.
but we're going to get in trouble. It's not like Arnett's are going to be coming through, issuing us with an IP infringement for 2 little old nincompoops doing a podcast. And she's like, yes, they will. I emailed them.
No,
I tagged
them.
Arnett's. I'm like,
Well, they've
sake.
sent me some.
You should have said that. That would have made a lot more sense.
They sent me some Christmas bickies last year, and I gave you a pack, didn't I, when we started dating?
They were all proper melted.
Yeah, they
There's
were
one
melted.
big block of Tim Tam.
Yeah, I left them in the car, didn't I? By the way, thank you for everyone for listening, and thank you for people who have like commented and stuff. Like, that's so sweet. I really need to get back to them, but I've been non-stop. But I've seen them. They are lovely. We appreciate you. Should we tell them a little bit about what's been happening in the last 24 hours? I spent one night away from you and the dog, and it all went to shit.
Literally went to shit. The dog nearly died. So I had dinner. And I fed our dog Cooper. And the night before we had a nice big chunky leftover bone. And now I know you're not meant to give dogs cooked bones. You're allowed to give them raw bones. But I thought this bone looked particularly like well put together, like structurally sound. Nothing can go.
Structurally sound until they bite it, darling.
Well, it wasn't like a chop.
No,
It wasn't like a lamb. Lamb chops are little they're real flaky fucking things, and can come off and it can cut their throat.
It was from we get lamb from your farm, don't we? So we bring lamb back. So it was just your mum cuts it, bags it, whatever she does with it, I don't know. And so it was like loads of just bits. Yeah. And we had lots of bits for dinner, and there was a big chunk left. Yeah. And you were like, I'm going to give that to the dog tomorrow.
I even saved it. I saved it overnight because he was already fed. So I gave it to him. And then I had my dinner, and then you were away. So I let him back in after he eats outside. He's come back in, and it looked like he was smiling, and he had like his what do you call the
jowls?
His jowls were like way lower, and he was starting to drool, and he's like looking at me like, and I'm like, what the? That's fucking weird. So I'm like, still eating me cookies and milk, like ready to go to bed.
Can we just talk about that, please? What were you eating before bed at 9:30 p.m.
and some cookies?
No, not cookies. Did you actually have biscuits and milk?
No,
not cereal.
Yeah, not cereal. Not my normal go-to. No, as you know, I do hull into a big extra large mug of Nutri-Grain.
We went to the shop and we got him a specific. He likes to have cereal on a nighttime every night, like supper, like you do when you're at school. And he likes to have a Nutri-Grain or his Wheat Bix, as they call them out here, not Weetabix. And you have
the small ones with the berry, the bite-sized Wheat Bix, not like.
No, not big ones. But we bought you a big mug so you could have your cereal
in the big mug.
Oh, yeah, because
the normal mugs aren't quite big enough and they was overflowing.
Have you ever thought of just have it in a bowl?
Yeah, but then a bowl's too much. It's too big then.
You don't have
too
to
much
fill
milk.
it.
That new mug takes exactly
500 ml.
Half a litre of milk. Now, it's probably why I can't, my latency, my Oura Ring's telling me it's not that great, is because I've got so much sugar in and it's a lot of milk. It's very heavy and clunky. So we've probably got to look at that.
But that night you were having Bickies because I've got you on digestives now, haven't
so I was having digestives. I don't think I told you that.
Literally thought digestives were for your digestive system until I showed him the packet.
It says it on the packet. Well, any normal person would just go, yeah, digestives are to help with your digestive system.
Oh my God, bloody hell.
But they're actually just like a Mari biscuit. You know what a Mari biscuit is?
Yeah. No, I do.
Like a plain one.
Yeah, but digestives are much better. And you dunk it. Anyway, you were having your digestives and was the dog drooling all over you?
Yeah, far out. So he was drooling and it looked like he was smiling and he was still kind of like every now and then wag his tail. But then out of nowhere, he just started like wigging out and scratching his mouth flat out. And it was like he's possessed by the devil. And he was just flipping around on his back and he was coming into me and it looked like, I was like, well, what is matter? And then he calmed down and what had actually happened was a big chunk of the bone dislodged off the big bone and went into the back of his teeth in between his gum and his throat.
Oh my God. Was that where it was?
Yeah. But then he calmed down, so it was all right. But the drooling got worse and I started ChatGPTing and it was like, if he's drooling and his jowls or whatever you call it, dropped, take him into a vet, SAP. So that's when I hung up from you and decided. I tried to get it out myself, and then he really started going really bad. Like I thought he was dying. Yeah, my heart was. I'd lost my Oura Ring at that point. Oh, that was another fucking thing. Oura Ring. Had to go to Volkswagen to get the whole seat removed to get the fucking ring out because it fell down. Anyway, we'll get to that.
And what?
So after all this happened, I would love to have seen my heart rate in that moment in the spare bedroom upstairs when I had the fucking tweezers and I had you on FaceTime trying to, and then I had to hang up because I couldn't do it all.
And you looked so sad.
And because it dislodged. Because I rattled it a bit, that was the worst one, and I thought I've killed my dog. He's suffocating, and he kept coming into me for help, and I was like, this is it. Anyway, so I just fucking raced him to the emergency vet. It was packed, and they got it out, and his tail was wagging again, and he's back to normal. So
I left for one night.
Go mad.
You're eating all the bloody digestives, even though they're not good for your digestive system. You're giving the dog a bloody bone, and all hell breaks loose. Died. And another thing, what he do? So we're both fiddlers, ADHD, proper fiddlers. And you, with your Oura Ring, when you're in the car, you take it off, you swing it, you tap, tappity, tap, tap, tap.
It's the best fidget thing ever.
Well, don't do it again because you just bloody lost it down the chair.
And this is
you are so annoying. No.
Okay.
So the first thing was the dog nearly bloody died. The second thing was you lost your Oura Ring down your seat that you actually had to go to Volkswagen and get the seat removed to get the bloody ring out. Thank God you're a bloody, I don't know, VIP or some shit in there. So they just did it for you.
They did. They didn't charge me.
And then you woke up in the morning, and I woke up in the morning at Laura's, my friend with the twins, went to go and check on the twins, and there was just dog shit all over the sitting room on the sofa, and it's the runniest poo ever because we've changed his food, which we really need to change back. And it was all over our sofa.
Yeah. Probably a combination of that and the stress of the nights before events. And then he just laid the two of the biggest steamers I've ever seen on our couch. And then the dregs of it, they drag and they scurry off and get and it was all through the couch. Oh my God, you weren't there to help. And I was like, I'm going to have to fucking deal with this. Scraping it up in the morning. Anyway, then we got on with the day.
We did. And then last night we went to bed. I'd let the dog out for honestly about an hour before we went to bed. But he used to sleep outside. And you were out for dinner. He used to sleep outside. And I was like, no, I don't like him sleeping outside. So he sleeps inside. And he's been sleeping inside for the last at least 3 weeks. He's only had a mess on the first night, then a mess with the stress of the frigging lamb stuck in his bloody gullet.
Yeah.
And then we woke... We woke up this morning. I went to the gym. You had a lie-in because you were knackered, saying lie-in, 7 a.m. We got up. I was up at 6:15 and I went and took him on a long walk. Came back. I was like, hey, honey, we should have some breakfast. It's lovely. We'll get some breakfast. Then we'll have our dinner. We're going to have a really lovely day today and we'll go and do some work. Not our dinner. We'll go and do some work in the office. You then walk up to the office. I then go to have a quick shower post-gym and you go, babe, come here. I know that was actually Cockney, but and I was like, "What?" And you went, "Come here," and I was like, "Oh dear." And there was we trailed along our office floor, squelchy poos all over the floor, and I just said,
"See, that's a big thing as well." At the moment, these two events coincided with we're trying to get his diet right, so it's a bloodbath up there.
It wasn't.
It's
good.
not just get your poo scraper like you do in the back lawn and just get two solid stools, as you call it.
But we did do that. And you got the scraper and I just held a bag because I thought that's out of my remit, hun. That's a blue job. You know what I'm saying? Your dog, but I love him, so he's our dog. But if he does a mess, your job.
Sydney's got blue and pink jobs. She does.
There's a lot
more on the blue list than there is on the pink list.
I don't know how you dare. You just always do the bins and always do the poo, and then everything else is like split, really. But so you scraped it up. There was literally about 6 splodges bloody everywhere, and then you're scraping it up, and then we were on a time schedule to get here today, and we weren't driving in because we're going out for dinner tonight with one of the girls.
Yeah. I don't know why I forgot. I just forgot about this.
And we literally have left the poo on the floor because we scooped up as much as we could. You dry clothed the floor, which is carpet, by the way. And then we were like, I went to Kmart and got one of those steamers. And then I was in such a rush. I had emails to do and we had to get ready. And I was sweating. It's so hot today. And then I was like, oh my God, we're going to have to leave it. And you came back. And on your journey home, what happened, my darling?
Law enforcement pulled me over and had a little discussion with me about my travelling speed. It's not great because
you've already got 10 points. As you know,
I don't have many points left to give up. So, they pulled me over for speeding in a 40 zone and 3 points, and I've only got 2 left. You do the math, that doesn't work. It just doesn't fit. So I've lost my license effectively now, and it's fucking devastating.
It's $400 as well, which is sickening because you literally had one for $600 like about a month ago.
But it's the license, babe. It's the driving.
Can I just say that road has two different speeds on it. I feel like they just purposefully put these there to test people because it's got it's one long road. The beginning of it is 40, then there's the end of it is 40, then some of it is 60, but then on different times of the day, it's different speeds. So it's really confusing. And you were going the middle of both of the speeds, to be fair. So you were going less than 60, which is what you thought it was, which you were going 52, but you were going 12 over 40 and it was 40 in at that time of day. Which 50. Is just so annoying. The little shits as well. I feel like they just do it on purpose.
We've got to go check it, don't we? We've got to do a bit of reconnaissance because I don't believe
because I was parked here. Right. I was parked here the other week, right? the parking, if you are listening and you are from England, you have it easy. Wait until you get to England, babe. It's so fucking easy. It says
Why?
2 hours parking or 1 hour. Pay or don't pay. Here it's got loading zone, bus zone, 2 hour, 1 hour, permit zone. These are the times you can park here. Do not park here or you will get towed.
So you're just saying it's more clear, there's more clarity on the signs. It's not confusing.
In England, it's so clear. It's only a couple of signs, but out here it is like you've got to have a fucking degree. Yeah. I've now started taking photos and putting into ChatGPT saying, can I park here? Because I'm so unaware of where to park. And this is, I think, the car situation, because I have done this where I've had 9 points before because I've been caught speeding. Oh. I do think that there's an ADHD part to it where we both leave everything till the last minute. We are then racing to get anywhere. And I am so ADHD, I will even drive at the top speed I possibly can within the limit, even if I haven't got anywhere to go, because I feel like I do. It's bizarre. Do you get that? This this feeling in your tummy, like I've got to be somewhere right now. I need to get there as soon as possible because I'm wasting time in the car if I don't get there immediately. Yeah.
I think I'm getting better at trying to slow down a bit and try and acknowledge what's going on with me so I can then calm myself down again. But yeah, driving's hard because knowing that I've been on 9 points or 10 points and I've only got 2 to give up, I've been trying to be good. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, always look at the signs and obey the, rules. At least look at them so I know what the fucking speed limit is and don't just go by the dash on my fucking car because that.
What did the dash say? Did you look, or were you not really looking?
I was. It says 60, but then on the other side, that's where it always pops up, and then it's got the big 60 on the screen, and then it's got 60 down there. But then the to the left of it says 40 with a tiny little clock on it, meaning. And as I was driving off down that road, I was like coming in and out. I'm like, oh, I didn't even know that thing was there. But why would I pay attention to that? I got ADHD. I can't fucking even,
Yeah.
So that was a disaster.
Yeah, it wasn't great, was it? I think, and then we were really like. I don't know, we've got a nice day planned today and I think we were struggling a bit there, weren't we, darling? Because I feel it, because it's really shit and I've been in that scenario where I've been terrified in the middle of COVID, working long days, relentless days of absolute nightmare in the hospital, and I got caught twice speeding, like barely going over, but caught speeding, when the roads were absolutely dead and there was no one there and I was desperate to get home after working really long shifts and stuff, and it was just a bloody nightmare. Yeah. But I just hope you don't lose your license, because you can actually get what you're allowed to have, like one in lieu or whatever. Like
gold point, we call it. Yeah. Yeah. You can, I don't even know what the process is. I think you must just submit or apply for it and you can, get 1 point. And then there's no more fuck ups after that. And it's 12 months. 12 months on a golden point.
Well, I think we should drive back, see what the roads are like, see whether you will get a bloody ticket. Well, I mean, it's already come through. Yeah, the signs, and just work out what the times are, because I don't know if that's correct. Like, I walked here a couple of weeks ago and I got a ticket even though I was in a 2 hour space, and I went, oh, hey. And I went back after the 2 hours and I went, excuse me, Trevor.
I remember this.
Yeah, I know. And he went,
he was wrong.
He went, oh shit, yeah, sorry. And I was like, what do you mean, yeah, sorry? There's a $220 fine on my thing. Yeah. And it's incorrect. And if I didn't see you, I didn't say this, I was like, thanks. If I didn't see you in the street, I would have had to then appeal for that, gone through the stress of appealing for it. And it's just a nightmare. So, yeah.
Well, I hope that's one of those stories. That's the case.
I really hope
they were wrong. Anyway.
But I think it ties quite nicely into the fact, we've had a bit of a shit show the last few days, but it's fine. But it ties quite nicely into the fact that we've both got ADHD, haven't we? And I think we both struggle with similar things, but also things that aren't so similar. What do you think my main ADHD traits are that you see in me?
Your main one is this. You listen to all your voice notes, whether it's from your friends, your best friends, and your work, in like 3 times speed. Yeah, so all I hear all day long, because I love it, sweets, we share the same home office together and sometimes go into our beautiful co-working space in Sainthaven every now and then together. But I do hear a lot of, and I don't know how you can even process it. It would give me a headache. So I understand fast forwarding through, but you fast forward every time. You'll fast forward your mum's messages to you. You'll put it in 3 times. Is it 2 times?
Ever listen to anything on one, because I swear to God.
Meaning normal.
Yeah.
You'd never listen to a normal voicemail or a message, and everything you try and speed up. My computer's not even touchscreen and you'll be on it I'm like, it's not, you can't speed this up.
I know. And also anyone who sends me a voice note that's more than 3 minutes, I'm just, even like 2, I'm just like, I have to have pure willpower and I need to just save it there until I've got the capacity to listen to it, because I'm like, what do I do? Do I bullet point what you've asked me in the voice note? So I can remember what to reply. Another thing my mum says, she's like, you always just send about 60 text messages off the bounce, but we both do that to each other. Like we'll go ding, 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 rather than doing a paragraph. We'll just be like firing
I do
off.
that. I think that's a lot of,
There's something that you do.
No, can I say one more as well?
Go on.
Oh, well, sorry. It was when we were getting our lovely Tom, our dude that chops up this potty for us.
Yeah.
We're on the phone to him and you're on your computer and I'm watching, I let you take over the loudspeaker with him just to do some sort of like a process. I watched you skip ahead of what the pro's telling you and you fucking, and then you just go, oh, whoops. Oh, and then I'm like, oh, that's a bit frustrating for me, sweets. I don't know if I can handle that. I'm like, babe, he didn't even get to that step. Why? And you're like, oh, well, I just thought I'd try. And then we're in the wrong screen.
I know. I don't know
that's
why I
do
do that.
You're moving fast.
I anger myself when I do that stuff. There's something that you do, which I know you will know what it is. Remember when I was cooking those lamb chops we got out on Monday night and you walked in the house after you'd gone for a quick gym session and you were going to come back and you were going to cook dinner because I had my free intro to hypno. 2 fucking hours later, he strolls in. I've got my hypno session in 20 minutes. I'd waited for as long as possible till I had to eat. And I'm out there cooking the lamb chops and he goes, hi, sweet. Oh, my goodness. I didn't realise the time. And I'm like,
my time awareness is bad. It's bad. It's real bad.
Oh, my goodness. He will say, I'm coming home at 3, and I just know that means 7 p.m. I know that you will go, well, I started this task, and I ended up like, when we weren't together and I was in Bali, and sometimes you wouldn't text me for about 5 hours, and I'd be going, what can he possibly be doing? But now I watch you out in the garden, and you start on one task, right? You'll be picking the dog poo up, and then you'll go, oh, those hedges need a trim. And then you'll start trimming the hedges. Then you'll bring this fucking blower out because you love impulsively spending like I do. And that garage is full of shit like an old man. You've got
I love me garage.
You've got a blower. You've got a hose. You've got a rake. You've got a dog thing. And then you'll go, oh, the dog's been burying stuff over there. I best do that as well. And you've literally
best go back to Bunnings.
Yeah. And you've done a full 4 hours out there. You just go to Bunnings.
Is there anything else? Is there anything else that I do?
Nah, I love you. Everything else I like. Me. Yeah, everything else. Love everything that. Else I get. I get, but I don't have time blindness as bad as you. Like I'm pretty much either on time or early. Yep. But I am terrible at like watching videos on +2 and people. And Eloise is like, "What the hell?" Like all my friends are like, "How do you listen to that on?"
And another thing as well is what is streaming videos, streaming like movies or whatever. Like you just cannot concentrate.
No, I can't sit still.
You can't sit still. No. You're moving. Then you talk to me, and then at the end, I'm a bit afraid to even ask you what's your synopsis or your review of the movie because I'm quite sold that you didn't even watch it. It's like, what did we even fucking sit down for an hour and a half and do that thing for?
We've been watching The Furies, haven't we, recently?
Yeah, and you're actually into that Tyson Fury and his family. That is,
I love Paris. It just mesmerizes me. But I also have something, I'm terrible with boundaries. Like I work all day. You're very, very good at going, I'm going to switch my phone off or I'm putting my phone on Do Not Disturb at 7 p.m. after dinner. No one needs to call me. But my issue is I have a job I get clients online and I've got my, Instagram. And that one of the main issues is it's all day. I barely have anything on my Instagram. I do have quite a lot of Aussie followers, but I don't really get that, many messages through the day. But then as soon as it's the morning in UK or evening UK time when we wake up, it's go, go, go. So I feel like it's really hard for me to say I shouldn't really be going on my phone tonight because that's when I speak to my clients.
I know. It's just the whole UK thing and then the time, isn't it? You're always on it.
Yeah.
Because you need to be because it's sharing the load across both. But
I just had a hypnotherapy session yesterday. Well, it's cognitive reprogramming and I talked to you a little bit about it. Obviously I teach hypnobirthing and or birth education. And part of my hypnobirthing program is to do a lot of guided meditations and change people's mindsets around birth. But this this company called Mind Shift Mentors, they basically do cognitive reprogramming. So it's when you're in a hypnotic state, it reprograms the brain to stop doing repeated patterns. So apparently only 10% of hypnotherapy works, which I didn't realize. But actually this works much more. I can't remember what the percentage is, but it was well over 50. So I did one yesterday and it was about setting more boundaries. So and what he's done, I have to listen to it. So you have to basically listen to it for 30 days every day. So I need to listen to it tonight when we go to bed. Half cooked because we're going for dinner, but so I need to listen to it, and it basically changes the patterns of the way so it could be for tobacco, like cigarettes, it could be for smoking, sorry, it could be for alcohol, it could be for anything. And basically he does lots of stuff for sleep as well, but he's tried to implement with me, and he's sent me the recording of it to listen to so that I pause before I do stuff.
Oh, that'd be lovely.
Yeah.
What's this fella's name?
Rob.
Come on, Rob.
Yeah. And he has over 380 different programs on their website that I've got like a link to on my Instagram that helps with people with late diagnosed ADHD in women. And they've got one called Morning Wars, which is for kids who've got ADHD to help parents like look after kids and manage children with ADHD. Because I guess when we were kids, ADHD wasn't.
We were just the naughty kids in the back corner.
Yeah, I was swinging on my chair.
And there was no... because the teachers weren't aware of what was going on. They just thought you were a little shit.
Yeah, nowadays
you
you get...
a little shit as well.
I was a little shit, but I was a lovable rogue. They absolutely loved me outside the classroom on school trips and stuff. I was right in amongst it. You can imagine me. I was getting them singing on the bus and that,
Singing on the bus and that, Did you get a weapon on the mic and that and it?
So I'll let you know, guys, in about a month's time how we're going with the pauses. And he said it might take a little bit of time, might take 7 days, but they have lots of other stuff to help. And they so if you go on my Follow in Sydney page and in my bio, it's got ADHD support and stuff. So I don't know if it might help anyone. And a lot of people, in the UK now, when you're pregnant, if you smoke, they give you support like smoking cessation. If what they say now is, can you vape instead? So they actually endorse vaping. And for people who are addicted to vaping.
Is that dinkum?
That is dinkum.
Is that fair dinkum?
That's fair dinkum.
There you go. Some
so now they're saying, so I've had several people message me on my Serene Berthen Instagram page saying, hey, have you got any support for people who smoke or vape? Because they're advising us to vape now in our pregnancy because it's better. Because there's not so much shit in it. And I'm like, sorry, what?
That's wild.
Isn't it?
Isn't it meant to be the other way around? Because vaping becomes such a epidemic, or is an epidemic here, that they're trying to say that's actually old school analog smoking. Old school smoking is better for you, like less harmful. Is that right?
I don't know. No, but they're saying that they're basically saying it's the habit of having something, so they're hoping. But then you can do it anywhere, a vape, rather than smoking, can't you? Because smoking, you're only really outside unless you do it in your own house, which is pretty rank, but whatever. Each their own. My grandma, Bronwyn, her house was just yellow because she used to smoke in the house at all the walls when we took the lampshades down, and the pictures were all white behind and it was yellow, the walls from all the smoke. It was wild. She used to love it. And I used to go around with Windoline and clean her glasses for her because they were fucking filthy. I'd be like, our gran. And I'd get
gran.
And she'd give me some fig rolls. Do you know what a fig roll is?
Nah, paper towel.
No, it's a biscuit.
Oh.
I would not eat kitchen roll now. She'd give me these fig rolls and they're like...
We're talking about cleaning, so I was like, she'd give me some fucking paper wipes.
Yeah, and she'd give me... I'd always have fig rolls at hers. They were the best. People don't know what they are. And she used to do those raisin biscuits that are disgusting, but they're proper old school. Garibaldi. Fucking get it. Garibaldi's. They were disgusting.
Disgusting.
Yeah. But yeah, ADHD wasn't really a thing, was it?
Nah.
When did you think you might have it?
Well, I've kind of, me and a couple of my mates who are kind of the same as me, but albeit they're undiagnosed currently. But we've always joked, like, when someone says, mate, I think you got fucking ADHD, like you're a psychopath. And I'm like, my quick response was always, yeah, I know, but like, who cares?
Don't stigma ADHD and psychopaths. I'm not a psychopath.
Sorry, psychopaths. You're not wow. No, you're not. You're lovely. No, I'm like, I know I'm a bit hyper and blah, 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 whatever, but what am I going to do about it? What's the benefit? I kept as more and more people were getting diagnosed, I was like, well, what's the benefit of just knowing that you are, like getting the label And it was with my ex, actually. We were having a coffee one day and she made me aware of it. She was like, well, yeah, because one of her family members had diagnosed, and you can get meds.
Yeah.
And it can help you remember things a lot more. You can think more clearly. You can close out tasks, and it was that in that moment that I went, oh, yeah, I'm a fucking idiot. Like, that sounds awesome. Like, that'd be so much, help. It'd be very helpful. So then I went, sweet, and then I went and got diagnosed. So went in and did the whole thing with Fluence Clinic here in it's like an online thing. You didn't actually have to go to a doctor.
They're in Tassie.
I think that, yeah, they are.
Yeah, they're based in Tassie because that's where I went.
And it was all online, was it? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yours was Fluence?
Yeah.
Fluence
yeah,
buddies.
mine was
Fluence
Fluence.
friends.
And it was rapid. In
real
England.
real quick, and expensive, but what was that?
It?
2 Gs?
No, mine was $1,000 and you got $400 back on Medicare. Apart from mine didn't come back.
I think I got ripped, but that was my story, and good to, and I'm thankful that I have been diagnosed. So now that just a lot more conversation around has allowed me to do life easier, tasks, work. And because I'm self-employed as well, that's been a big thing, is that no one tells me what to do. No one sets my agenda for me.
Yeah.
No one tells me when things need to be done, or I don't organically, if someone's working hard or we're doing, I'm not in a team environment, so you don't just get in the slipstream on some days when you're feeling a bit low or whatever. When you own your own time, which is obviously what we do, why we do what we do, because it's the best part, but it also, for an ADHD person, is very challenging. And then after getting diagnosed and understanding more about it, I'm like, oh, fuck, that's why it's been such a struggle. So it's been really good to...
Procrastination and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The hard tasks that they're really critical for the business to go and get done, like sales or closing that or whatever, you go, no, I'll go to the fun stuff. Like, let's go build some merch or do a bit of video marketing or all the cool, fun stuff that you like that are easier, putting off the hard tasks for like ages until it's crunch time.
Yeah.
Which I know you do a lot.
Did you when you did get diagnosed, because when I got diagnosed, I was like, I cried.
Oh, was it overwhelming?
Yeah.
Really? I hear of that regularly. Yeah, people getting overwhelmed when they hear.
Well, I wasn't overwhelmed. I actually documented quite a lot of it. So I came over here. I think that I kind of thought I had ADHD for a long time before I came over. But when I came over here and I was away from all of my family and friends, then it was more apparent, because I didn't have that, like, that safety net of people that knew me. And I was like, oh God, I'm really a nightmare for saying inappropriate stuff, or like finishing people's sentences, or like butting in real bad. Yeah, we both do that.
Yeah. Do I finish people's sentences? You're really bad at that.
I am, aren't
I mean, there's worse things to be, but you just want to be involved.
But
that's all you want. You are
I'm trying not to. I'm chewing my mouth. I'm going, oh, fucking don't speak Sydney. Then and I'm like, why have I just done that? Sydney, shut up. And I know it's wrong, and I just still do it.
Because you apologise to me all the time when you do stuff, which is good. You're understanding it.
So when I got out here, I then was like, I went to the GP and I was talking to him about it, and I was really struggling with the fact I was doing loads of nights again. I did loads of nights, and then I kind of came away from doing nights so much, and I realised that I'm not good working full-time. Shift work is just no good. And when I came over here, I had to do 40 hours a week, and sometimes it was 50, and it's just too much. Like, it's just impossible. So I went to the GP, and the GP was like, yeah, I went through all of these symptoms and stuff, or whatever, not symptoms, but, characteristics. Yeah. And then they were like, okay, well, here's a referral. This is where you go. And literally within a month, I was fully diagnosed. People in England can wait 4 years.
Really?
Yes.
It's a long time.
That's how much it is for the NHS. It's absolutely wild. It's just, and to go private, it's like £2,000, babe, $4,000.
Wow.
So we are really incredibly lucky.
I was just complaining before about my $2,000 bill.
Yeah. Well, mine was only £1,000 and we went to the same place. Mine was $1,000, which is £500 to get diagnosed. And then obviously the medication.
They saw me coming. They went, here's an easy sale. But yeah.
So it was really quick, within a month. And I was away in Bali when I actually got diagnosed. And my mum had to fill a form out. So as part of the, onboarding or whatever, we had to do a quiz. Did you have to do a quiz as well? And then you had to send it to your family or your boyfriend or your girlfriend or whatever.
Significant other or family member or preferably parent. To go back through your history of,
And then I got my mum to do it, and my mum actually, when I went to go and see her after I was diagnosed, my mum was like, oh, yeah, like I had to ring social services when you were a child because I thought I wasn't parenting properly. I was so worried because you were fucking mental.
Oh.
And I used to just run around like a lunatic and nothing, like I had no bounds. She could not keep me behaving.
In check.
Yeah. She could not keep me in check.
To her.
Nah, I would not listen to her. And I was like, really? You didn't tell me that? She was like, oh, did I not? But then I just got like this overwhelming upset because I just thought I was really terrible at school. I was sent out of all of my lessons. All of my friends were actually really bright, which did not help. I was always the one, even if it was my friends were messing around as well, I was always the one because I would end up back chatting and I'd go, well, you're wrong and shouting and whatnot.
You'd
and
be
then
the cutest little naughty girl.
I was a little shit. I was always sent out of my lessons. Yeah. And I was just a nightmare. And I just felt really sad because I only got 4 GCSEs. So you have to get like 5 to stay on at school to go to like 6th form, which is college. And then I only got 4. Out of 11, I only got 4. I'm bloody German and I only got B in German. It's just dreadful. How the fuck did I? And I didn't even pass science and I am a midwife.
Don't be tough on yourself.
Yeah, it's rogue. So yeah, so I just felt really sad because I just thought, well, maybe I would have got somewhere sooner if I'd have, if they'd have understood that I was better with practical stuff. Like I was really good with like cooking class and stuff like that because I was getting my hands dirty and doing something fun, but I just was not good. And this is why I've brought up the conversation with you before. I was like, when I have kids, I don't know if I want them to go to school or not, but, or I want them to like go to a school where they do lots of outdoor activities and it's hands-on because we both have ADHD. If we have a kid, they are like very, very, very high chance of getting ADHD realistically, and having to look after them is going to be wild. Right. Maybe we'll be throwing them in school and going, see you later.
See ya.
My mum used to drop me off to my dad. So I used to go out to my dad in Germany. I used to fly from the age of 8 by myself, and my mum would drop me off at the airport and I would go for 3 weeks and she'd be like that, see ya! She'd be like, thank the fucking Lord she's going.
Off
she's
goes.
An absolute lunatic. See ya! So bad. But yeah, I felt really sad, and I just felt a bit of a bit of guilt and remorse, and like I hadn't done something sooner, and I should have done because I would have been able to get more time during my university to be able to, like, I just went through so many different stresses.
Yeah. So you're saying that if you had have kind of known about it, you might have been able to enjoy it a bit more, or do things differently, yeah.
And I think there's more around now with school and stuff, but
it'll get a lot better, yeah.
And when I told my friend's mum, they were like, yeah, we've known you had it for ages. And I was like, have you? What, really? And I just felt like this, I know why I'm different now. It makes sense. And I remember the first time, because I really don't want to take meds. Like I really would not, I don't care about people taking medication.
We should talk a little bit about the meds if you wanted to, quickly, about, because it's not easy.
Making the decision.
Because...
and getting the right one.
And getting the right one. And then if you get the wrong ones, it can enhance it can exacerbate the bad stuff, like it can exacerbate shaking and sort of anxieties and different things like that. Yeah.
Well, it's a you can get it on the street.
Yeah.
It's a street drug. It's amphetamines, but it does something different to our brain, of course, which really does help you get on with work. And I think that when I remember I took the tablet for the first time and I listened to a full song.
Well, they started you off on what, sorry?
Dex amphetamines. Dexies, yeah, Dexies. So they started me off on the short-lasting ones and they were like, take this amount. And over the course of the 5 days, some of it was too much. Like I had too much and it was making me feel a bit heart palpy. But I cleaned my bedroom for 5 hours the first tablet I took it, because I was so like meticulous about how I tidied my room, and I did not go on my phone that whole time. And I know. And I remember going out I was staying at Laura's with the twins, and I used to walk Alfie the dog, and I went out and I had Dermot Kennedy on. And I started crying because I couldn't hear any noises in my brain. All I could hear was Dermot Kennedy singing. And I was just fucking looking at the leaves and looking at the dog and crying, just like, is this what people's brain feels like? Not having, you need to do this. What time have you got this on? When's this? Oh my God, you forgot this. Oh, you look really fat today. Oh my God, you're this. And this constant fucking
That's really beautiful.
Jumble.
Babe. Yeah.
It was really nice. I mean, it doesn't happen quite so much anymore. I feel like they start to wear off the effects the more you take them.
Yeah.
And then I moved on to Vyvanse, which is longer lasting. And since I've been building my website up, probably over the last 3 months, I've been taking them at least twice a week. And they do help you dial in, don't they?
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I do take a shit ton of supplements, which I'm kind of looking at the moment and seeing which ones to change round. Do you remember when you first took took a tablet?
Well, it was Vyvanse, wasn't it? I've been on Vyvanse, and then lately Ritalin's short acting, so it's only like 4 hours. It's just so hit and miss. Like sometimes it like works awesome, and I can close out tasks and I can concentrate, like, and I feel good, and I catch myself going, "Oh Christ, I haven't looked at my phone," and I'm doing like just going through my task list. So at the start of every day, I do my, you know what I do? I do my top 6 or 7 things that I need to do, important tasks. Other shit gets slammed in around it, which is all right, but to get through it. Anyway, and some of those days I'm just powering through it and getting it all done. A lot of our work's computer-based, right? Like we don't really go out and do stuff. It's just on your phone calls and doing that. So to sit in the one spot is quite difficult and hard. But yeah, it works. And then other days I'm like, it's not even doing anything. And then you got to make sure you have food before it. Like food is a new thing that's like making sure you eat is really important.
Caffeine, you didn't know about caffeine, and I was like, you shouldn't really have caffeine with your tablet. It's not ideal, especially on an empty stomach, because you used to knock it back with a coffee on a morning.
Well, I love coffee, so I'm like 3 a day, but try and stop before 12 or 1 o'clock and have the last one then. But then sort of dialed it back. But if you're still keeping up the coffee and having that, it doesn't work.
Do you get any side effects? Because I chew my mouth real bad. It's like a stim, but I do that anyway. I often chew all of my fingers and round my mouth, but when I've had a Vyvanse, I do notice that I chew all the inside of my mouth much more. And I get a really dry mouth, and I don't want to eat. It really puts me off eating. Like it suppresses my appetite.
Don't get any of that sort of stuff. If anything, it's just a bit of a heart racing. That's about it.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's good. It does help, but yeah, I have tried lots of supplements. L-theanine works really well, but for women, during their different stages in their period and cycle, it's a friggin' nightmare because it doesn't work as effectively. So it needs the hormones that drop after we ovulate. It needs those hormones, estrogen, to be able to work. I think it's estrogen to work more effectively for the tablet to work more effectively. So when we get a massive drop in it, so people who are on them regularly for work. So lots of people who work office jobs might take them Monday to Friday and not take meds on a weekend. But for women, they might have 2 weeks of the month where it works brilliantly, then 1 week where it stops working so well, and then the fourth week it works a little bit. But it's just wild that it does that. And I'm going to go and get what's it called, that test I want to get done? Dutch test.
Dutch.
And this is where they check all of your hormones, because I'm just always tired, aren't I? I'm chronically tired. I think I've got narcolepsy. I swear to God, I don't know how I don't fall asleep fucking walking.
Narcolepsy.
Narcolepsy is when you just...
Chronic fatigue?
Narcolepsy is when you just fall asleep and you don't realise you just go, and then you just fall asleep.
We were nearly doing that before the potty.
Exactly. I'm like that all the time. I wake up in the morning and I'm like, oh my God, I'm tired still, even though I slept for like 10 hours.
And you can't rely on coffee because you're having your meds as well and you don't like to mix them. Whereas I like to live life on the edge a little bit, you know.
Yeah, but coffee really doesn't affect me. I can go to sleep after a coffee. Yeah. Like I had a nap the other day after a coffee.
It's the Brazilian in you.
No, it's the ADHD. Apparently it affects the brain differently. But yeah, I don't know. It's just very overwhelming, I think, isn't it, with all the information out there. But I feel like we've got a little bit of a good balance and we do get work done with the tablets, but it's not something that I want to take every day because I just don't want it to work less effectively the more I take it. So I am on a mission, and I will document lots of it on my Following Sydney, but trying to find supplements that work effectively, you know, to help with some of the shit.
Yeah.
You know how we talked about the other week about words that we say that are Aussie or English?
Yeah.
Well, I thought I could put on some accents, English accents, and you would have to, or British accents, and you would have to try and guess where in the country they're from. Oh, roundabouts, yeah. Great Britain.
It's going to be tough for me. I'm geographically challenged, not very travelled. You know, I'm not.
So I told you that I used to work in Nando's.
Yes.
And I used to work on the till.
Apparently you were a gun.
What does that mean?
You were a gun. You were lightning fast. You were.
No, that's not what I was going to say. I was going to say that.
That's another thing that you say. Yeah, keep going.
I always big myself up. I was saying that me and Luke, which is a guy I used to work with, this gay guy, who was absolutely hilarious. We would just sing to Pussycat Dolls all the time and stuff. But we we used to work on the tills together and we'd both pretend to have different accents for as long as possible when people were coming to the till. Anyway, and then whoever lost the accent would like lose it. So I thought I would do a sentence like, would you like a single or a double cheeseburger? And would you like cheese and pineapple with that? And do you want peri chips? And I'll try and do that, but I can't do all of it in some of the accents because I'm really shit. But I'm going to start off with the first one. Are you ready?
Okay.
Hello there. What would you like today? Do you want a single or a double cheeseburger? Do you want cheese and pineapple with that? Peri chips or normal?
I'm going to let you keep going.
No, that was it.
Yeah.
What was that?
That's so good. That.
Go on.
I was going to say, it's Scottish.
Yay! Well done.
Because you like doing that voice a fair bit, like
I
around
do
the
that.
house and different things.
Yeah.
And it's the "ish" at the end of it, because then you always say,
Scottish.
that's me being Scottish. You know?
Right. Are you ready? Hang on. All right, duck. What would you like for dinner? Do you want to have a single cheeseburger, or do you want a double cheeseburger? And do you want chips on? Do you want salt on your chips? Oh no! Fuck! I've lost it. Hang on.
Get
Let
it back.
me roll it back in. I might not be able to do the Nando's version. I might just have to do a normal sentence. Because I can't do some.
That's
of
all
the
right. You don't have to
words.
do Nando's. I
Right,
don't even know
no,
why
no.
you've added in the
It's
Nando's
because
bit.
It just made me laugh, like, because I could do it really easily, because I used to always joke about it. So, right, I'm going to do this one instead, because I've messed that one up and I can't get it back. Now, are you ready?
Mm-hmm. I'm ready.
You're right. What's your name? I bloody love going to McDonald's, and I love getting chips and chicken nuggets and Coke.
Oh, I know. It's Paddy the Baddie. Where's he from? Is he? He's a Scouser.
Yeah.
He's Liverpool.
Liverpudlian.
Liverpudlian.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah.
Can of Coke.
Kind of cook.
I'm from the Whittle.
He's a little fatty. He'll bounce your head off the canvas.
That's
Sorry,
Irish,
that's
babe.
I always go.
You always go to Irish, darling. You struggle with, don't you? Yes, you struggle with your accents, my love. You did well there. Anyway,
Yeah.
right, let's go back to, oh my God, Duck. Right, so I'm going to university today and I've got a right busy day on. I'm going to have lunch at about 12, but I've got so much revision. I'm going to go to silent zone in library. What time are we having dinner?
Okay, so Liverpoolians.
Liverpudlian. No, that's...
and then I don't know what that one is.
This one's Yorkshire.
Yorkshire.
It's like Yorkshire. It's like, all right, Duck, I'm going to a pub, and they miss out
What's
words.
the duck bit?
They say hello, Duck, instead of babe. They say hello, Duck.
Oh, cool,
You're
like
right, Duck. Yeah. You're right, Duck.
You're right, duck.
That's what they say.
What are you saying, doc?
Duck.
Like it's duck or doc, like doctor.
No, Duck. Those are some of my accents. You did pretty well there, hun.
You're very good at them.
I'm not great. I looked in the mirror and went the shark on time. That's my Irish. 33 and a third. I just can't do Irish. I'm terrible.
Irish.
Irish.
I'd have a crack, but I don't want to embarrass myself.
Yeah. And you automatically go like you Conor McGregor. That's where you go, don't you?
We're not fans
Straight
of
to
Connor,
Conor.
are we?
Nah, you've got a big picture of him up on your wall. I'm just like, ugh, that needs to come down, honey. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, how do you feel about being called Simon Cowell?
Not great. How would you feel if you got called
Kelly Osbourne?
an old woman? Not great. But I've got thick skin.
It's the salt and pepper, hun.
And I'm confident. That's why this is on. Covering it up.
No, it isn't, you silly sausage.
It's because it's hot and sunny outside, isn't it?
Yeah.
Beautiful weather here at the moment. We're in Melbourne. Babe, where would you want to live? Anywhere? Why would you want to live anywhere else, yeah?
Well,
than
Melbourne's
Melbourne.
bloody cold, man. It is. You can't lie.
Don't
Melbourne
you man
is...
me, babe, man.
Melbourne...
Babe, man.
Melbourne's cold in the winter. I think people think that Australia, all of Australia is really warm, but Melbourne has pure 4 seasons, and the winter is ice on cars. There's bloody ice on cars in winter. In winter, you have to scrape it off.
Scrape it off with a scraper.
With a scraper, exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you feel about. You were having a bit of a worried moment about what our podcast was for, who it was going to, but I guess we're just going to roll with it. And each week we don't have to do one, but we can just see how we go. It's nice to have a bit of a chat today. Obviously, we were a bit, stressed because of everything that's gone on the last couple of days, but it doesn't matter. It's nice to just have a little bit of a vent,
we had a bit of an event, and life goes on. It's all good.
Please, dear God, I hope you haven't lost your license because we haven't got time for that.
Let's pray, and everyone pray with us.
Yeah.
We're fine.
Let's do that together.
Let's go have a
Should
gin
we
and
go
tonic.
and have a gin and tonic? Send help. Bye.
Hey, babe. Love you.
Love you. See you.
See ya.
Christ.